welcome everyone. This is the VG Purist. I'll be coming at you with the World Cup qualifiers, the Champions Invitational. And with me, Bernie Buffon. We are
BB2, how are you doing?
Okay. I think we are having some technical difficulties with the sound, but for the most part it seems okay, right? Well, anyways.
Yeah, I think so. It keeps going on and off. I don't know why, because we've obviously done shows together before. But we'll get through it, I'm sure.
Yeah, you know what, let's carry on then. So, in the World Cup qualifiers, Champions Invitational, this is going to be the top 5 players, or the top 5 coaches from the PC, top 2 coaches from the PS4, and then the top coach from the Xbox One. So, here are the lists here that you see on my channel. Pupak, Arzawain, Bernie Buffon, Crucifer, Anarian, Diamlord, Rambo2369, and then Sean 18. And of course, there, Bernie. How dare you make a list without me?
Well, it's not my fault.
How dare you play this game and actually be good at it?
I know. It's amazing, isn't it? I get in trouble for everything. You know, even on the PS4 where there's like, I don't know what, 5 admins. If something goes wrong, it's always my fault. But yeah, at least it's consistent, I guess. But yeah, there's some good coaches in there. I don't know how I've got in there, but you know, hey,
decent,
money
decent.
talks.
I don't know how you got there either. I think it's might be the inside hookup, eh? Hey.
Yeah, you know, corrupt admins and all.
I suppose so. So just of course, since you are actually involved in this tournament, besides yourself, who do you think, just looking at the list without even looking at the teams? I know you've seen the teams, but without looking at the teams, and just who do you like in this list?
Lanarian,
just
you know,
stands out.
He's just amazing.
Sure is.
Yeah, I think he's just amazing. But obviously, Mad by Azawin, I'm so happy he's in this. I know he's a bit good. He hasn't got a World Cup ticket already, but it's going to be everybody's game because he is amazing.
Yeah. Are you surprised to see Arzawain in here?
He's a machine.
He's won so many cups.
Yeah, but again, it's been, how can I put it? He's just had a bad run, and he got, I think, in this season when he went out first round, I think his opponent did 8 injuries.
Oh.
So he had about 4 players left. So he's just been getting bad dice, and sometimes you know, if you roll double 1 to win the game or something like that, what can you do? But he's a class act, and every season he's right up there. He don't lose many.
Sure.
My only concern though is he's gone human.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, we're gonna talk about the teams
see.
later. I just wanted to talk about the coaches. we're gonna go over the teams real quick before we do any of those bracket seeding and things like that.
As a win, definitely. As a win's one I'm most looking forward to, because you know we do get a bit of banter and slack from the PC community, and he's certainly the coach what could beat anyone there, even an Arian.
Well,
And I won't want to play Azawin.
Oh yeah, I mean, we had the cross-platform cup, and of course the PC crew kind of did a number on everyone else. So how do you feel about your chances here? I mean, like, honestly, even for just speaking for the PS4 and even the Xbox coach, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, the platform cup was a lot of fun, and the Xbox lot got it a bit wrong with the team building, but you know, there was a lucky not to win a few, and Calcium Castle tell you that Thingy ran scared, and we would have won that game. Fortunately, his PC went off. But no, I think overall, I think what we did do, even though obviously the PC won, and to be fair, I mean, it was probably some of the best PC coaches there was. I mean, we didn't have the likes of Azawin, or the Xbox didn't have Brick, you know, and coaches like that. But I thought we put up a good show, and all I want from this invitational is hopefully I won't clash with Azawin or Rambo, and I'll get a PC guy, and that's my main fear. I'd like us to be able to play these PC guys.
How you doing?
You know, that's what I want.
Nice to see you today. Veliopia, yes, I know. Why are there so many humans? I think they just drank from the Veliopia. Whatever you were drinking, Veliopia, I think they all were drinking from it. So I think that's what it is.
Well, what it was is I picked my team for story base, you know, to do with Griffin, obviously my Bretonian run way back, and then I was talking to Azawin as we do, and you know, because and then he said, "Oh, I'm going dwarfs." I said, "Well, I'm probably going to go human." He went, human? And yeah, I said, oh, have a look at my team. And he's like, bloody hell, that's not a bad team. And he created his own human team. I think what it is with humans is they're quite well balanced, because you get a double, but obviously usually goes on the ogre. And then obviously you've got like, you've got, I think it's 5 skills. So it just, I don't know, it just seems better balanced. I don't know, but yeah, I'm surprised to see 3 human teams. I expected, I knew Crucify was probably going to go Case Dwarf, but I expected the other guys to maybe go Wood Elves, Dark Elves, Rats, or something like that.
I know. I expected a few more Tier 1 teams than 3 human teams, to be honest.
Yeah.
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 And
I'm really surprised. Oh yeah, well that doesn't surprise me. Rambo, he's amazing. He's really fun, and that doesn't surprise me. He's gone vampires. He'll have a sneaky plan. Trust me.
I'm sure he does. Well, I mean, in this format, this is a single elimination 8-team format. I can see here on the brackets. Don't pay attention to the matchups or anything. That's not done yet. But it is going to be an 8-team single elimination, and quite honestly, the vampire team. Well, if you get lucky. Well, they're a very strong team, right? I mean, 4 vampires with 4 strength, 4 agility, and then not only that, but you get to get 5 skills and 5 general skills and 8 doubles. So I mean, that's pretty hot stuff.
I mean, unlike me, who's just going to wing it, Rambo's been very professional. He's been playing all the top Xbox coaches with his vampire team he's got. So he's been finding out the weaknesses and the strengths of the team. And he's happy. He's very happy with the team, and all that strength. I mean, he's got a chance. And like I said, if his hypnotic gaze works, it'll surprise a few, definitely.
Yeah.
I don't forget, he's a former champion as well. He's a former Champions Cup champion as well. So.
Oh yeah. And the thing about it, Veliopia has asked. So the format for the World Cup qualifiers Champions Invitational is the same as the World Cup, itself. So 4 general skills for Tier 1. Tier 2 is going to be 5 generals and one double skill, and then if they choose a Tier 3 team, then 4 general skills, 2 doubles. So there we go. Yeah, Jimmy, fantastic. Sorry, saying vampires have no chance whatsoever, but we'll see. I mean, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to say, right? I mean, you just never freaking know in Blood Bowl, and that's the great thing about this game.
That's it. I mean, Blood Bowl is just a crazy thing. It's like I just streamed the semi-final of the PS4, and the High Elf rolled double 1 in the end zone, so obviously you don't expect that. And then later on to win the game, you needed a 3+ with a re-roll, failed it. Ball went out, goal picked it up, did a long bomb to a golem picked it up, GFI, knocked him out. So anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Vampires have got a chance.
The one caveat here is that I'm sorry. Yes. The one caveat here is that in the Champions Invitational here, they will not be able to choose an extra skill in between rounds. That's going to be the only difference.
Yeah. Well, we've got enough skills already, so we're fine.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is going to be just a good little kind of insight of what is to come for the World Cup. I mean, this is going to be a brilliant one. I don't know if you guys have seen the list. Have you seen the list yet, Bernie?
For what, sorry?
For the World Cup. All the qualifying tickets, all the people who have made it.
No, I haven't, to be honest.
You have not seen it?
No idea.
Well, if you're looking at my channel right now, I'm kind of looking at all.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. Yeah, so as you see here, for Able winner is going to be Ever, and then Stringer Bell here for the AD Invitational, Chabzu, and some other people here, Mr. Light, Naru, Danak, and then Jimmy had won the DBBC, but he's taking the Rebel ticket instead, so that's kind of why you see question marks right there. And then Wolf Bark here, Durin, and then Fufale had won the Cruise Stanley Cup. Let's see here, Guinness is back here in the 2018. He won the 2016 World Cup, and then the Sage is in there as well. And Andy Davo, of course, Jimmy Fantastic, of course, you can't have those. You can't have this World Cup without these names right there. I mean, honestly. This one right here, moreover, huh, Jimmy? He won tickets, 2 tickets. Oh, man. Let's see here. Then Steve, Naproxy, and then Wentros from the Russians, and then Adance here won the Twitch Blood Bowl League, so yet another Russian had won that one as well. So, and then, of course, the console players, Sam T, Tor, and Chelsea. Did we get a winner yet for the Old World Gaming ticket yet, Bernie?
God, oh, man. I'm not sure. I know about the Blood and Tears because Sam runs blood and tears and he won the ticket. Corrupt admin. And I think the MML was, I think Teleton won it, but he didn't have a PC or something, so Tory won it by default. So that was interesting. And there's an interesting thing about Chelsea's Olin Drick for the Xbox, because Drick is playing in the final tonight, and if he wins that, there'll be a new name on that Fable list. So yeah, it's all split. But I can't remember who's got the ticket for the old.
Well, I
old
actually
games.
had jumped onto Andy's channel a little bit earlier, and he kind of put the question to me and said, "Hey, look, out of all the lists here, without even looking at the brackets or anything, no teams, who stands out the most?" And of course, no pressure or anything, but I felt like, that's a tough question to ask. So who do you think out of all this list, without looking at anything or who do you like to win the whole thing in the World Cup?
Andy Davo.
Oh, you like Andy Davo? Oh, you heard that, Jimmy? Oh, he said that right in front of your face, man. That's cold. That's cold. Well, for me, I said Jimmy. No, I didn't say Jimmy. I'm sorry. I said Andy Davo as well. I mean, really.
Well, did you? Oh, well, there you go. You see, admins know what they're talking about. I mean, Andy Dabo's just a class act, isn't he? He's probably more than likely to win the thing with normal luck.
The credentials, right? I mean, number 2 player in the world with Dark Elves. I mean, just, he's been playing a lot.
There you go, you see.
And, I mean, just right now, he seems like the best coach. He seems like the guy to beat, to be honest. So,
yeah.
There you go. I mean, not to say that...
I would...
Not to say that the other coaches aren't going to win, but it's just...
I mean, there's a lot of good coaches. We could pick loads of them. I mean, obviously Jimmy Fantastic's a fantastic coach as well. But Andy Davo, I don't know. I just every time I watch him play, I'm impressed, and he seems to have that sort of cool personality that he doesn't get flustered as much as some other coaches. So that's always important, I think.
Yeah, very true. That very true.
But now I've said that, my tips are cursed anyway. So I got first round. So.
Well, okay, so back to the Champions Invitational. So who do you think? You think Anarian's going to win this one here? So, you know what I think? Well, remember, this is not just one person who's going to win it. It's going to be 2 tickets. So, all right, Anarian, you think it's going to win it? So you think he's going to be in the grand finals? Who else?
I'd have to see the draw.
You'd have to see the draw first.
But I like Anarian. I mean, out of all them there, that's the guy. Because of obviously how good he is with Wood Elves.
But if
he went up against Crucify as the Tropes, that could be a problem.
Or even the Sean 18's Dwarven team. Don't forget about that. Sean 18 is going to win. Jimmy Fantastic is saying Sean 18 will just win the whole thing outright. Aldred, nice to see you today. You want to see the brackets before you pick a winner? Okay, fair enough, Beazle. Fair enough on that, I just wanted to get some time in. We're going to go over the teams real quick, though, before we do the bracket drawing, guys. So keep bearing with me. I know it's a Wednesday night for you all, but, for me, it's still in the afternoon. So you guys got to wait a little bit extra because we'll just take a look at the teams here and go over. Are you ready for that, Bernie?
Yeah, let's keep them in suspense. Let's keep that suspense going.
Yeah, let's do that. I like that. 2018 Invitational Cup. It is a single elimination, and it will be between 8 teams here. And as you can see there, Pupak, Sean 18, Diam Lord from Italy, Bernie, Buffon, Rambo, 2369 from Scotland, Anarian. As you all know, he is definitely a man to beat here. Arzawain, Crucifer. Actually, I haven't even talked about who I like that will just win this thing outright without even the brackets. So, I honestly think it's going to be Sean 18. I think he chose the right team for this format, and also, I mean, he's got some pretty good stats himself. The Dwarven team. He's well equipped to take on Anarian, and he's also going to be well equipped to take on the humans and the vampire. Well, I mean, that's almost just a stretch, I think. He would kind of need to get lucky to win, and I mean, against a lot of human players, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for people to beat the dwarves, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I was surprised everyone went human. Like I said, I was really surprised everyone human and dwarves, and I expected this to be like rats, wood elves, that sort of thing. So, yeah, my roster probably will look good now. Because I was planning on, well, let's get an Arian, so I can't win either way, because that's the guy you want to probably dodge.
Yes.
But, we'll do what we do, you know.
Beasl's like, look, I just wanted to see the bracket, so whoever's playing against the vampires, then they will likely go to the top 2. I like that.
You'd be surprised, though. You'd be surprised. I mean, everyone will want the vamps. I get that, but if vamps are on a going day, that's strength and hypnotic gaze. You just never know.
To be honest, if I was playing, I would not want to play against the vampires because then you're expected to win and the pressure is on.
Yeah, yeah.
I think. Yeah,
that, where you play an Aryan, there's no pressure. Especially for a console
if you lose to an Aryan, there's no shame there. There's no shame. But then you lose to the vampires, and it's like, what were you doing, man?
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and just take a look at the teams here. Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
All right. So Pupak, human team. As you know, 5 general skills and a doubles, and here we go. We got block ogre with the guard, and then of course you're gonna have the 4 blitzers, 3 of them with guard and 1 of them with the tackle. Of course, you need to get the thrower because just in case you do play against Anarian's team, then likely you'll see a strip ball war dancer. What do you think?
Yeah. I looked at the 2 human teams, and the 2 human teams are very similar to Man, and these are probably better builds now. Looking at the rest of the teams, but it's got like the ogre with block, what makes it reliable. 4 guard, so he should be able to bully the slower teams. So he's probably more equipped to take on the dwarfs than say me.
Yeah.
But apart from that, he's gone for guard. I've gone for something different. But he's got 12 players as well, so he's got the option to foul, or if he gets attrition, he's got the extra man. So I like that. I don't know much about the coach, so I can't say much about that. But it's very similar to mine. He's got the apothecary. He's got the 3 rerolls.
Yeah, for sure. I really like this. I really like this look as well. I mean, with the human team, it's so solid when you think about it. 3 team rows to start with, and not only that, you're able to get the 12th person on your team, as well as having a nice-looking team with the 2 catchers. You got good mobility. You got good ways of making the ball move down the pitch, and then not only that, but you're able to have guard for your pieces, which is quite necessary for a human team, as well as the ogre with the blocks to limit the 1-9s, or actually take away the 1-9s. So a good looking team from Pupak.
Just solid build. Yeah.
Next up, though, we're going to take a look at Sean 18's unlucky dwarf team, and really he's saying that he's calling this team unlucky because anyone facing him will be unlucky and will lose, and that's kind of what he was saying there.
Well.
Quick look at the skills though. Mighty Blow for the Troll Slayer, and then a couple of guard here for the Blitzers, and then the other guard for the Longbeard. So there's your 4 skills there for the tier 1 teams. What do you think there, Bernie?
You see, the thing is, I mean, it's funny because I've never seen Sean play, but I know who he is, if that makes sense, on reputation alone. I think he would have a problem against Pupak, because Pupak actually outguards him, and he's got the strength 5 ogre. So get rid of the Troll Slayer, and I would fancy the humans against these dwarfs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is what Arzwin did. I mean, Arzwin wanted to go dwarfs, and then he wasn't impressed with all the formats he could go for. Because if you get guard as you would with dwarfs, then what's the right thing to do? But then you're missing out on Mighty Blow and stuff like that. Against my team, it do probably better, but against like the Arzwin and the Pupak teams, I think Shona might struggle.
Yeah.
Because the humans have got 4 blockers with block, and then they've got the ogre with block. So that's 5 guys, and there was that 3 of them had that guard on the human team. So I don't think Shona will want to play Pupak.
Right. Well, I mean, I like how it looks so far. He did go with the Troll Slayer with the Mighty Blow. I'm a little bit interested to look at that, but I mean, he's got the 3 guard. I mean, that may not be a lot, but I think that may be just enough. He is going to have 2 runners for his side there, and of course 3 rerolls. Still going to have the 12th man, and I think it's still a pretty solid team, but I think you're right there. The humans, on paper, it just seems like it looks a little bit better, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think that's why people have gone for humans, because like I said, I was talking to Aswin and he was going dwarf. Then he played around with some human rosters like I did, and he was like, you know what, it's just a better balance fit. Because what you got to remember is we didn't know what was going up against. Mm-hmm. I thought it was going against rats and everything, so that's why my roster won't look as good in some of these matchups. But I like Pupak's team compared to this. I'm not saying this team can't beat them, but if I had to pick which team to take out of these 2, I'd go with Pupak's team.
Well, I have seen Sean 18 play, and if it was Sean 18 versus Pupak, I think I would still choose Sean 18. He's a really good coach, and
I don't know that, so
yeah, and it's
I
just
can
going to
go
be
by
one
the
of those
rosters.
things where I think the way that Sean 18 has chosen his team there to put the guard on the blitzers and then the Troll Slayer Mighty Blow, it really speaks to that, to the fact that he wants to attack. He wants to put the blitzers out there, attack the cage. The dwarf and Longbeards are just kind of there to just be in the way, but it's going to be all about the attack here, the aggression coming out from the Troll Slayer, and then the 2 blitzers to support him. So that's why I like what I see here.
Yeah, it's like what we say on the PS4. We're more, when you look at this team, you're more scared of the coach than the team.
Yeah,
this is a solid,
I'm a little bit more scared of the coach.
Yeah.
Well, let's go on to the next one here. Diam Lord, the man from Italy. Stonehands Althea. Oh, yes. Take a look at the mean team there. And, of course, I mean, as you noticed, too, we've seen, 3 teams already, and, what is it? Anyone who can get a big guy, they've gotten it. So there we go. A troll here for the Orc team. And then, of course, we'll have the 4 blitzers. This one here with guard, Mighty Blow, and tackle for this blitzer. And then the thrower with leader. So this is definitely an interesting team. This is also a tier 1 team. So 1, 2, 3, 4 skills right there. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know if Jimmy's actually congratulating me or you on the final, but if it's me, thanks very much, Jimmy. Again, the reason why people are going for the big guys is because you're not going to get much Mighty Blow, and obviously big guys come in Mighty Blow. So that's why, and obviously the added strength. Leader, I can see why he's gone for that, because that's the only way he's going to get another reroll in if he wants to troll. One guard on a Orc team is a bit
Jimmy Fantastic was talking about Veliopia's human team, but yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, it lacks guard. Yeah.
It lacks a little guard, you say? Yeah. But he's got the 4 strength Blackworks, right? So,
That's what he's based on. He's saying, look, I've got 4 strength 4 guards against the humans that I'm going to be able to outguard them. Like I said, I don't know how good this guy is. I mean, looking at the roster, it's a bit, I don't know. I'm still on the Pupak bandwagon at the moment.
Still on the Pupak bandwagon, hey?
Yeah.
I see. Okay. Well, Diam Lord, he is a fairly good Italian coach. He's actually won a Champions Cup before in Champions Cup 10, I believe. So he's definitely no slouch for sure. And he's going to be playing this Orc team. I like Orc teams. I'm a little bit more surprised. I thought I would see more Orc teams than human teams because of the access to the 4 strength Black Orcs. And not only that, but the blitzers. I am a little bit surprised to see the Mighty Blow with the tackle, but I think it's really to counter Anarian's Wood Elf team that was going to be incoming, right? Everybody kind of knew Anarian was going to take Wood Elf, so this is kind of the counter to that, I believe. So I don't blame him for that. But the thrower with the leader, oh boy, that's kind of speaking a lot, saying, oh, you know what, I'm afraid of Nuffle more than anything else. But I don't blame him there. 3 rerolls is the normal for the Orc team, and can't really start with it. But he is going to have
that was anyway. That's the way he wanted to do it, didn't he? We wanted to. I mean, he's got a Goblin, so he's got a 1/10 threat. It's not a bad team. I'm just so used to seeing guard on a Black Orc, so more guard than 1. But I can see why he's gone with them now, because I did the same with the Blitzers. Because he's probably thinking the same as me. There's going to be Wood Elves, there's going to be rats, there's going to be blotches all over the place. So you need some enforcers. So I get why he did it. But we got it wrong.
We just got it wrong. Yeah, you're right. Not too many agility teams in this Invitational, but I think in the World Cup it may make a little bit more sense when you look at the roster and you go, oh yeah, there's plenty of Skaven teams and plenty of agility teams out there, and this could be a good counter here. But it's just in this format here, he may have left. Now, just to let you guys know out there, when people were choosing the teams, and this is the same thing I'm going to do for the World Cup, I'm going to be running the World Cup, and so just in case you guys are going to be making it into the World Cup, so Jimmy, listen up. Everyone's going to submit their team to me on their team name to me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for all 64 players to submit the team names. And then after that, I'm going to do a mass invite to everyone at the same time so that nobody can see each other's teams. So I would definitely, if I were you out there, make quite a few custom teams out there to throw your opponent off so that it's not something that your opponents can counter you with. So it's just a little tip, guys. And that's what I'm going to do with the World Cup, is just, and that's the same thing what I did with this World Cup Invitational was I made the 8 coaches whisper me the team names, and then after that, I swear to everything that's holy. I did not tell anyone whose team was what where. And I invited them. They had no clue what's going to happen. So I'm going to go out. It's a little bit more work for me, but that's totally okay for me because I love running tournaments, and I love running it on a more fair and equal ground. So there you go.
Yeah.
And Veliopia asked, is Troll a good pick here? What do you think, Bernie? There you go, guys. Raspberry.
It is now. It is now because of the teams that are in there. If it had gone with Rat and all that, probably not. But it is now. It is definitely now. Yeah.
I think he gave up a little bit too much because what he's going for here is that he wants to get the Troll so that he can get the Goblin combination, so that if he's way behind, then he could do a throw teammate. But I think he may have given up a little bit too much because he wants for the Troll for 110k, and of course you have to go with the 40k Goblin afterwards. And so I think he may have missed out on the extra reroll, and then he could have used the leader ability or something else. Now I'm not exactly sure if that's true, but I really feel like he may have missed out.
I would have got rid of the Goblin. I'd have got rid of the 2-fan factor, and then I'd have been able to burn myself a 3rd reroll, leader off Spartaco, and give it something useful, or put that leader reroll on a Black Oak or something for guard or something. Mm-hmm. I don't think you really need a Goblin. It very rarely works.
Well, I think that's what he was going for right there, was the Troll Goblin combination.
Yeah.
Well, that's Dime Lord. It's an interesting team, though, and that's exactly why I like the World Cup format. It's just we're gonna have a lot of interesting teams. I'll tell you that much. Yes, again, guys. As Jimmy Fantastic has pointed out, it is the World Cup rules, but without adding the skills after each game for this Invitational. So, I apologize for that. I probably should make that a little bit more clear. But we do have a posting for it that's going to be coming out from Nethios. He was just waiting for the bracket selection before he does. So, just watch out for that, and we're going to put a link out, and everyone's going to be able to see the format. Next up, though, yes, Bernie Buffon. He's the man in the channel right now, speaking with me and going over these teams. So, Bernie, just go over your team real quick for me. You go ahead and take lead on this.
But this team was designed for elves and
for
rats.
Elves, he says.
People are gonna like this build now because obviously I'm against dwarfs and that. But the point was tackle mighty blow things to kill the ball carriers.
Kill. I see the kill here. Kill there.
And then obviously the token guard piece. 2 catches for for harassing. I thought there's not gonna be much tackle about, so they're gonna have to pow and stuff like that. So we're all right there.
Yes.
And then they get 3 rerolls. So I got 3 rerolls and an apothecary. So.
Jimmy, all Jimmy Fantastic can say in chat.
Works,
All Jimmy Fantastic here can say in chat is, "Oh dear."
Well, that's all right. If he says it's wrong, then I've got a chance.
Hey,
I'd be more worried if Jimmy liked the team.
You'd be more worried if he liked it.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't hate the team. Obviously, I mean you can't go wrong with mighty blow and tackle, right? And I mean I can't fault you for that. And watch, you're gonna get more armor value breaks. I mean, I should say armor breaks. I know I'm driving people crazy when I say armor value breaks. Armor breaks here with your mighty blow, and it actually might happen against the armor value 9, right? I mean, it could happen. So
it could. Well, look, people just need to know I guessed wrong. If I knew I was going against dwarfs and get more guard, I'd probably go on a different team, to be fair. But I just wanted a bit of fun, and that was it. I wasn't taking it serious. I wanted a team I've not used before. I ain't really used humans before, and obviously the overworlds, and obviously my run with Griff with the Bretts. I just thought, for fluff purposes, let's do it. I expected to be the only human team in the competition, and now there's 3 of us. But
that's again why I love this World Cup format. I mean, like, everyone's gonna have their own ideas, and everyone's gonna come with something a little bit differently. I mean, just 5 skills, 5 general skills, and a doubles, and suddenly this is just a different team from the other human team. I mean, just that little bit right there. You just thought, I want to counter the elves. I want to counter those quick teams, and so tackle Mighty Blow. It really makes sense. But unfortunately, since you weren't able to see the other teams first, you end up with, I'm a little bit behind the 8 ball a little bit, right? Yeah, I mean.
Well, the thing is, if I play the humans and they've got one of their catches with dodge running away, and all I've got is a Mighty Blow tackle piece nearby, I'll be glad that I've got it. But we'll hope for some attrition early. Like Jimmy says, we'll try and get lucky. Because God forbid if us console players could outskill a PC coach. So yeah, we're praying for luck. That's what it was, Jimmy. I was
praying
going for luck.
You heard it here, guys. Praying for luck. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Okay, well then, yes, again, you're going to still have your 3 team re-rolls, 12 guys. This is resurrection format, so nothing to worry about for long-term injuries, but you still want to make sure you have an extra guy. You are going to be arm value 8, 2 catchers, of course, for the mobility, and of course a thrower for not only the mobility for the ball, but also for the sure hands, because obviously Anarian, just having Anarian in the tournament just made everyone say, okay, I need sure hands, if anything, so there you go.
Yeah.
All right, well, enough bashing on Bernie. Let's take a look at, let's take the pressure off of you and put it on the vampire team, guys. Rambo 2369 from the Xbox. That's right. Vampire team. Block for 3 of the vampires. Tackle and Mighty Blow for the vampire on the end, and then a thrall with leader. Take it away, Bernie.
Yeah, throw me under the bus. He's really confident. I mean, Rambo's usually known for his crazy builds or for his Nagel kill teams. What he does very well is he's won the championship before. He's probably the most brutal killing coach on the Xbox. So I was interested to see what he was going to go at this completely different sort of competition. And I'd like to say it sort of surprised me he went Vamps, but it doesn't. He thinks he can win it, so he's confident, and he's got 4 strength 4 pieces. He's really happy he's got 5 rerolls. He's got a Mighty Blow tackle piece to crush anything, and I suppose it depends if his thralls can hold up, and he doesn't have many bloodlusts. But hey, and he's got a fan factor. Woohoo!
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's gonna be one of those things where, in this format, I think it might work because, again, all you need to do is make it to the grand finals. The top 2 players in the grand finals will get a ticket. So all you need to do is win 2 games. That's it. And you will get a World Cup ticket. That's the whole point of this. So that is the final last 2 tickets. And the grand finals is just more for show, and it's going to be more for fun. So just making it there is going to be the aim for all of our participants here. And the vampire team may just be able to get him there. Now, will he be able to do it? It's going to be tough. And of course, Jimmy Fantastic points out in chat, of course it is the Xbox person who's doing this. I love that. So yes, it is going to be one of those guys that's trying to pull a fast one on the rest of the players there. Or the rest of the coaches, I should say.
Yeah. But if it works, he'll be a genius.
If it works, he'll be genius. 5 rerolls there because of the leader. I like it. I mean, if anything, it will make for an interesting and most entertaining match for whoever he's going to be playing against. And
well, that's it. I mean, that's the good thing about it. It gives us a bit more fun, a bit more interest to the Invitational. I think a lot of people obviously are just going to win it, and there's nothing wrong with that, but some of us just want to have fun. And if we win it, so be it. But, and he's embraced it, and he wants to go Vamps, and
very
he tells me he almost beat Drick with them. Oh, hey,
there's
Drick's beat Jimmy Fantastic before, so hey, good players, Drick.
I don't know. Okay, well, I do somewhat agree with the Veliopia there.
Fun aspect.
Just I think I would have at least taken one of the Vamps with the Blodge, so that it kind of makes him into a good ball carrier and a little bit more dodgy and a little bit more person that can get away with it. But I think the thinking here is that for this vampire crew, they are going to likely face against tackle. Thank you for that follow, Real Shot. And I mean, you're going to see a lot of tackle. You're probably going to see dwarves, and you're probably going to see guys that will counter Anarian's team, which needs tackle. So I think the thinking here was, if I take Blodge for one of the Vamps, then it's almost like not taking a skill at all, because I'll be wasting my one of my 5 skills. But still, I think I would have liked to still see at least one of them with Blodge.
Yeah, I mean the good thing for him is that no cage is safe. So
Yeah.
even the dwarfs, no, you're not safe. So
And him
it's
not
like say,
against.
yeah, if his hypnotic gaze comes off, then player is crazy, and he just loves it. He has no pressure. He just enjoys the game, and he causes carnage with whatever team he gets. He's one of those guys who just carnage, and don't be surprised if he wins a game or two.
Well, okay, well, enough about bashing on the vampire team. Let's go ahead for the people's favorites, the magician, Anarian BB2. He is in here. Unfortunately, he just fell short of the ticket, and so we're going to see him in the Invitational. I think me and a lot of people really hopes he makes it into the World Cup because he's just a joy to watch. But just quickly take a look at the skills, though. Of course, you're going to have the tree man up in the front, and then the couple of war dancers, one of them with the tackle ability and the other with the strip ball. Obviously, he's going to go for that. And then a couple of guys, the couple of catchers there with the block abilities for that blodge and the fact that you can't really catch up to him too easily with the 8 movement allowance. What do you think, Bernie?
Well, this is the sort of team I was expecting to face all the time. So, all that nice blodge, all that thinking they're all safe, and then you might be able to tackle them. If you can catch them, that is.
You'll absolutely be
team.
vindicated
It's
once you see this team. You'll be vindicated.
He's a great coach, and I think everybody wants to see him there. I'd love to see him play Arzuin. I mean, Arzuin, well, thank me for saying that, but him against Arzuin would be just amazing. So I hope they clash sometime, even if it's not the first round, maybe later down the line. Cause, yeah, a good. It's a shame, because it is what it is. But you'd think Anarian will probably get through. You'd think.
You would think so, but I think a lot of people did know that he was coming in with a Wood Elf team, and so a lot of coaches did counter him. And of course, he is the people's favorite. I mean, like as you said, you're not the only one who thinks that he's going to be able to go all the way and at least win the ticket. So a lot of
remember that's maybe why everyone went with dwarfs and chorfs and that, because they knew that Anarian was in it, so they thought we'll go tackle heavy.
Yeah. That's definitely something to think about. I mean, you don't know who's going to be picking what when you enter the tournament, but you knew Anarian was going to be there. So what you did was tackle Mighty Blow to kind of counter the people's favorite there. So is this going to be one of the things where this tournament might be stacked up against them to try to make it in? But still, a lot of people like him, and I can't blame him.
I think any of us go against him, even though we knew what he was coming in with. He's just a class act, so he's still probably going to outcoach us anyway.
He's definitely a good guy. 2 team re-rolls, no 12th person here, but I mean, we have seen him win with 2 Wood Elves and a tree. So
we have, in the final. So yeah.
Well, no, not every team has tackle Mighty Blow. In fact, I think Bernie Buffon's the only team that has the tackle and Mighty Blow.
I think the vampires have got one, and I think the orcs have one.
Oh yeah, the vampire. The orc too. Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
I've got more Mighty Blow than anybody at the moment. I've got 3
But
pieces.
you have more. You have 3 guys. You're ready for Anarian's team. You're the Anarian breaker.
I'm gonna fight somebody.
If you take him in the first round, you take him out, then people is just gonna take your name and just write it on the street and stomp on it. That's what they're gonna do.
Well, yeah, but they'll do that anyway. I'll just say grab a tick and go to the end of a very long queue.
Understood. All right, let's go ahead and take a look here at the last and third human team. Arzuin, the Spaniard.
Yeah.
Unos y Calaveras. So that is going to be the ones and skulls for those of you who need a little bit of a translation.
I think it stands for Isle of Bernie. I'm sure that it looks like that. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Okay, so let me go ahead and take a look at these skills. Of course, he will have the Ogre with block, and he will have 3 guys with guard, and then tackle Mighty Blow for the Blitzer here. And this is kind of what I expected to see with all the other teams there, but as you can see there, all 3 human teams did go a little bit different from one another. So
yeah, this is a good call from him though. He's obviously seen what I've done and just improved on it. 3 guard pieces is fantastic. He's got this Ogre with block. I think it's important to give. I mean, I was debating giving my Ogre 2 skills, break, tackle, and dodge. And if I knew there's all these bloody slow teams, that's what I probably would have done. But yeah, he's got his mighty blow tackle piece, and the thing with Arswin, he's really good at protecting pieces. So he probably only needs one where I'd probably need two.
Very true. Very true. And here in chat, people are like, okay, my OCD is really being messed with, and I can't imagine someone who arranges his team this way is going to win. But you know, just of course, Bernie, why don't you give a little background on Arswin? I mean, you know him very well.
Yeah, he's won the PS4 Cup 4 times.
Four-time winner of the Champions Cup in PS4. Wow.
Yeah, won it with various different races as well. Nagel's probably his favourite race, but he's won it with Orcs, Nagel, Dwarfs. He likes his bash teams more than anything else, so this is interesting why he's gone human. But he's a master positioner. I mean, I had a go on the PC last season before it blew up, and he was as good as anything I came across when I was, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
If he beat an Arian, it wouldn't surprise me. I know that's probably being a bit cocky, but if someone turned around to me and said Arswin just knocked an Arian out, it wouldn't surprise me.
But that's your dream.
How much.
That's your dream first-round pick, right? I mean, Arswin versus Anarian,
well,
isn't it?
I just think I just hope Arswin proves to the PC community that console players can play, and he's probably the best we've got.
Yeah, and we've actually said that before, right? For the cross-platform cup, we're like, oh, I really want Arswin in this cup, but unfortunately, he couldn't make it for one reason or another, and now he is going to be somewhat in a cross-platform cup, and we'll see what the best of the console players has to offer.
Yeah, so I'm hoping he'll do well, whoever he goes up against. I hope he does well. But I just for my own selfish reasons, and Arian versus Arswin, just because I just think it's an amazing game.
Yeah. And then, of course, the last coach here before we do the bracket seeding, Crucifer. Of course, we all know him, and I don't know if you'll love him, but he is going to be here with, again, a Chaos Dwarf team. He will have the Minotaur with the guard ability, and then the Bull Centaur block and the break tackle for the other one, and then sure hands for the Hobgoblin because Anarian, right?
Of Anarian.
Yeah, so go ahead, Bernie. Give us your initial thoughts.
I mean, there's two coaches I knew who would go with what, and Crucifer was the one I knew he'd go Chorfs because that's how the goalie plays, or that's what I'm led to believe anyway. It like I say, it's a good team. I mean, when I was discussing with Arswin, I was like, "What do you think about Chorfs?" And he's like, Benny, I don't really like Chorfs. I don't think it'd be a good fit. So I was like, "Okay, I won't play Chorfs then." So if I get my ass kicked by these, I'll be having words with him. I'm never a big fan of a Minotaur on a K-Dwarf team. I think they're really bad value. Just in the long-term form, I like we used to play in the Sea Ladder because obviously you need a double for like claw and tentacles and stuff like that. Obviously, it will give him some strength. It does give him that mighty blow piece, and I think that's the strength of the mighty blow is why people have picked the big guys. Gives him a frenzy option, so if he can funnel the team down the flank, then that'll obviously help. And obviously, Case Dwarfs are fine, but again, if he runs into quite a heavy guard team, it could be in a bit of bother because they can certainly hold Brick apart, put him somewhere because he hasn't got break tackle, and some teams could have the Minotaur in check, and then all of a sudden, they're not scary as they look. And there is a really good coach, and he could just outcoach people, but
Crucifer,
I wouldn't be scared. I wouldn't be too scared of this team, looking at what they've got.
So of course,
the Minotaur need to be.
Yeah. Of course, everyone kind of knew that he was going to take Chaos Dwarf. I was a little bit shocked to see it as well, but I mean, it's going to be one of those things where it's his bread and butter, and of course, I was not surprised to see that he was going to take Chaos Dwarfs, but I am surprised to see a Minotaur. I mean, in his normal game, and in every game you see him play, he never takes the Minotaur. So suddenly, in this format, again, we're going to see some surprises just like this. Minotaur, in this format, he only needs to win 2 games, and he thinks to himself, I need to get a lot of skills. I'm sure that's what he's thinking here. Is that, just like you pointed out, Frenzy, with the horns, ability, he can definitely keep the sides open for himself and maybe be able to open up a way through the sides in this manner.
And that's the thing. I mean, this is what I've picked up on already in these invitationals, is that it seems like a lot of people, even if they don't take big guys, I hate big guys, I detest them. And we've all seemed to have latched on, look, we need a big guy. There's not going to be many killer pieces out there as well because of the way the rules are. So obviously the Minotaur, or Minotaur as you Americans call it, it's not a bad call. I'm surprised he's took it, and it's interesting that if he doesn't use it, take it. that he's took it now, but I think it's more to do with a frenzy. I mean, he could bust the corner of a cage, and all of a sudden you've got strength 5 Minotaur on your ball carrier, what could be a problem for a lot of the agility 3 teams. And obviously he's got a break tackle on the bull centaur, so it's not bad. It's just that where's the guard?
Right, where's the guard? And
moreover,
where's the claw? Right, you do have. Oh man, but then again, you don't have access to the doubles.
Double.
That's right, that's a double, isn't it? So that's why he has no claw. Is because he has no access to doubles. This is considered a tier 1 team in the World Cup format.
But like I said in chat, 2 of the human teams have got loads of guard. So it's like, you want a slugfest? I'll give you a slugfest. I outguard you. So then that could be the important thing. I mean, it'd be better against someone like me because I haven't got the guard. But if he came up against an Azu and a Pupok, he may struggle a bit. You know, just on the guard aspect, because he ain't going to be able to go around them. So he's going to have to go through them. What could be a problem? And
I have actually said this on my channel before when I was going over the World Cup and all the rules and things like that. And I said to everyone in chat, I said, you know what? People who do normally take Chorfs and plays and wins with them a lot of times, sure, they dominate in the ladder, but they're going to be in for a surprise when the World Cup comes out and suddenly they can't play their favorite Chorf team so easily because they're only going to have access to 4 general skills, and that's it. And this is it.
Yeah. And that's why I was surprised to see I mean, I suppose in a way when you go to Dwarfs and Chorfs now, you've got all the blocks, so it's all grey and you got your tackle and that, but they haven't got the skills, have they? And I think, like say with humans and that, you just feel a bit more balanced. Yeah. But it may be the wrong choice. I don't know. I don't usually play humans, so I'm just praying that
this is going to be a tough one. I mean, Crucifer is a very strong and solid coach, but then he doesn't have all the weapons. But he has proven that he is able to win with Chorfs time and time again. And of course, when you're playing in the ladder, you still need to build them from fresh TV to, the 2000 TV that he's normally feared with. So he's done it. And
I mean, I'd love to see this guy play Pupok or Azawin, just for the aspect is, can the humans with guard be able to beat the the tier 1 team? So it's tier 2 with guard versus tier 1 and their stuff. I think that would be quite a good matchup to see if the guard does make a difference. I think it will. Having the ogre as well helps. He's armor 9 as well, and there's no mighty blow half the man on the end. And of course, you just think if they take the man, if you take the man out as well, then this team's in trouble. But again, great coaches can do with any team. So
yeah, you're right about that.
We'll see.
Beazle here in chat says this team will at least beat the vampires. So there you go. Crucifer versus the vamps.
Poor vamps.
Poor guys. Yes, S Hunter agrees. All right, guys. I know you guys have been waiting. Why not? And we're going to do the bracket here seating, and then we're just going to do a quick prediction, and we're going to see who is going to get the better of it, right? Yeah. Let's do this. You ready? You ready, Bernie? You guys out there, chat? You ready?
Yeah. They've already said I am.
Oh man.
I'm filled of dread.
I'm excited for this as well because man, this basically decides who's going to go in. Is it going to be an easy draw? Or for Anarian, is it going to be an easy draw for some of the console players? Or the console players are all going to be matched up with, with one another? Who's it going to be? I mean, I just don't know. Let's go ahead. All right, Bernie, you ready?
Consoles.
Out there, you guys ready? Jimmy, you ready? Okay, let's go ahead. Start the competition here. You can create automatic seedings of the team. Yes, we do. Do you want to create an automatic seeding of the teams? Yes, I do. All right, yes, not no. All right, yes, here we go, guys. The Overworlds. Oh, yes, Sean 18 taking on Bernie Buffon. Anarian taking on Pupok's human team. And then the Italian taking on Crucifer. Oh, man, another human team. And then another human team taking on the vampire team. So no human versus human matchup in the first bit. We are definitely going to be hyped. Of course, in the first round prediction, Overworlds. Unlucky dwarf team. Are you feeling lucky, Bernie? This is Bernie's team, guys.
Well, I'm pretty happy that I'm consistently. I always get bad draws, so hey, Sean and probably an Arians. So yeah, no problem. Yeah. So at least I'm on a different format. I'm on the PC instead of the PS4, Xbox, and still don't get the draws. The Overworlds versus Unlucky, I don't know. I've got to back myself, haven't I? No point otherwise. So yeah, the humans will do the dwarfs in, no problem. We'll take the beer while we're at it.
Oh, come on, man. Give yourself a little bit more credit than that, right? Come on. you could take out Sean 18. You could take him out good with your mighty blow.
Yeah.
And your,
Yeah, my mighty blow will have to come in good now.
Oh gosh, you took two guys with tackle as well. That's such a killer. That is absolutely a bit of a killer. I'm building materials.
Well, I mean, the thing is though, all the pressure's got to be on him. So you know, and
yeah,
you know, it is what it is. I'll try
like,
and give him a game. I usually give people a game, so hey, we might go to overtime.
I suppose why not?
I used to do that.
Give them all a chance. I'm going to change to the brackets now, and I have arranged it. So I'm going to start the tournament right there. And of course, my prediction here, of course, will be Sean 18's Dwarven team. Unfortunately for Bernie, didn't exactly build up the team to fight against dwarves. Did against an elven team. Hey, but you know what? If Anarian makes it through Pupak's human team, and you somehow win against Sean 18, then you will face against Anarian in the next round. Hey. So
yeah.
There you go. Right.
Woo. I mean, yeah. Great. Fantastic. Bring him on.
All right. Next up, Saviors of Athaloran.
Taking on the note I didn't end it.
Yeah, taking on Udachi, bro, the Pupak's team. Of course, this is the human team with loads of guard and tackle, but no mighty blow or anything to speak of.
See,
so.
we've got them wrong round. If the overlords were taking on an Aryan and the Udachi bro was taking on a Lucky, we might have had a better chance. I'd have to go with an Aryan. I know it's boring, but.
No, it's not boring at all. It's the people's favorite. Anarian, I think, has a good first round matchup. I'm sure he'll be pleased to see this because I think out of all the teams, I think he did not want to face against the dwarf team. I'm pretty sure he didn't want to face against your human team at least. And the orc team looked kind of menacing with his blitzer with the tackle mighty blow, and then another of the Crucifer's team, lots of tackle for his guys. So I mean, one of those things in which I think he dodged a little bit of a bullet in the first round, but in the second round, whether it be between you or Sean 18, he's going to have a hard time making it past the semifinal. And this is going to be a really good matchup, whether it be you or even Sean 18 for Anarian, if he can make it past Pupak.
Yeah.
Let's not look past Pupak for just a second there, but I mean, obviously, yes, I think we all like Anarian's team right there. The Diam Lord taking on Crucifer, the orc team, facing off against Crucifer. What do you think there?
It's a bit of a mess, this one. I'm not exactly sure either way. I'll go for Crucifer because I've heard more about him than the Orc guy, so I'll go Chorfs.
Oh, you're gonna go with the Chorfs there?
Yeah.
Wow. This is not an easy pick right there, but I mean, Diam Lord, 4 Black Orcs should be able to stand up against the front line, but doesn't have to worry about Claw this time. And when you're considering low TV matches where Claw's not necessarily involved, Orcs might be looking a little bit better. He does start off with 4 blitzers with block, and he did get a few skills there to kind of help out on the bashing in the front. Did get a couple guys there with guard. Let me take a quick look here for this Orc team here. And of course, let's just let everyone else take a look on this team roster. He does have 1 guy with guard. Might blow a tackle for this one here, and then the leader for that thrower. But I mean, it's just going to be one of those things where he's got enough guys with skills to maybe counter against the Chaos Dwarf, who doesn't necessarily have a lot of skills.
It's a tricky one, isn't it? I mean, as people said in the chat, the other part of the draw is the weaker side of the draw. If Arzawayne doesn't get through this part of the draw, his reputation will take a hit. he's got the perfect draw. He got the draw he wanted. He said, Bernie, I want Vamp's first round. He's got Vamp's first round.
Yep.
And the other 2 teams' builds aren't anything special. So he's got no excuse if he doesn't get through. So.
Well, for right now, though, let's go ahead and just... I think I like the Orc team. You say Crucifer, but unfortunately on my channel, it's my vote that counts the most, right? So let's go ahead and do that.
Well, if you want to have the wrong vote, yes.
Well, you know, it may be wrong, but I am right. All right, next up, though, Arzawayne taking on Rambo. Of course, I don't think anyone has any... We're just going to choose it here, but let's just take a quick look at the matchup, though. Humans versus Vampire. I mean, obviously, everyone likes Human to win. Of course, Arzawayne, 4-time champion of Champions Cup. Xbox 360, yep. Rambo, I mean, he's definitely no slouch himself, but with the Vampire team, he can bloodlust a whole lot. I mean... Oh boy, what do you think, Bernie?
Has to win every day. I mean, I'm not saying he can't be beat, but he's just got the dream draw. You know, so
The dream.
what
What
can I
is
say?
it?
He should get through.
As I've said
So,
before, vampire team, right? Not necessarily
Mm.
going to be easy to play, but again, if whoever plays them, if they lose, it's suddenly, you know, such
Yeah.
a shameful time for you.
I think we'll see the vampires foul a lot, and they'll just throw everything out. But I think them two catches will be key for the Aswen. He'll just manipulate using them. I think. So yeah, I think he'll go through.
Aardvark in chat's like, okay, stop it now. Vampires just can't win, okay? And you know, I definitely feel like I agree with that sentiment, but you just never know, right? Blood Bowl, you just
Blood Bowl.
never know.
You know, and he is a former champion, so you know you don't win cups if you're no good.
Yeah, you
know,
gotta
so,
win cups to make it here.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
then last question
Congrats to
here. Last question here is, so who do you think will win it? Now that you see the draw out there in chat, please post in chat. Who do you like to win this whole thing? Not the top two, but who do you think will actually win it now that you see the draw? Go ahead, Bernie.
I think he'll be an Aryan Azawin final, and Azawin will shock the world by beating the elves and
Wow.
say PS4, aka the Master Race.
PS4, the Master Race. Yes, I love it. Never
That's
straying. I love that.
I'm not
Bernie.
biased at all. Not biased.
Well, that's
But he might have-
definitely.
if Shona beats me,
That's
then
definitely
he-
some
he'd
big
be able to
words.
take the scenario. Mm.
No, but you know what though? I think you might be right that Arzawin does have a really good shot at making it to the championship. The human team looks good. The Orc team and the especially the Chaos Dwarf team, it's just no real. I don't really feel too much synergy out of it. That's why I like the Orc team more. But it's just that, you know, the Orcs versus humans, a classic matchup. But when the humans have the guard and the front line advantage,
Yeah.
it's just going to be a little bit more difficult for the Orc team to push back. But you know, 4 straight Black Orcs, they could definitely do some bashings, and it'll probably end up being the humans. But who knows?
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I'll say, VG, is this: all these coaches here on credit, they're all very good coaches.
Yeah.
So you know, an Arian, yeah, he's the poster boy of PC, yeah, we get that. But the other 7 coaches are good. You know, if he has an off day or the dice staying there, one of these guys is good enough to beat him. But, you know, it's not a. You know, look at the World Cup at the moment. Jeremy's out, the Argentinian's out, so why can't an Arian go out?
Right.
But you know, we'll just see. But I think it should be good. And as long as we have a good, close games, and if the Vampires do win well, that'll send shockwaves, I'm sure.
For sure. Those of you out there, though, I mean, we will be casting it live. Not me and Bernie, unfortunately, but it will be me and the Sage casting it live next week, July 11th and 12th, where we'll see the semifinals and the championship match being played out live. And the Sage and I will be casting together next week on the Focus Twitch channel. So watch out for us, guys, because we are definitely going to be back. Not Bernie, though, but me. At least I'm sorry.
No.
But Bernie it's definitely been a huge pleasure. Oh, who do I like to win the whole thing now that I see the draw? Oh boy, that's right. Well, I think Anarian should be able to beat the human team. Shawnee team will go through, but I think the Dwarven team should be able to take out Anarian's team, and then it'll be Dwarves versus Arzawain, and then at that point, I believe, and even beforehand I said that I like Sean 18's Dwarven team, and so you know what, I'm going to stick with that. Dwarves taking out the humans by the end to win it in the championship match. So there you go, Sean 18's my pick.
Yeah, I'd just like to say Aswen's got a reputation of knocking out dwarf teams. So
Okay.
just saying.
All right, I like that. Arzawain, wow, pressure's on, brother. No more pressure than that from Bernie himself, but we'll see though. We'll see. Okay, well, there you go, guys. Champions Cup. Well, actually, not Champions Cup. The World Cup qualifiers, Champions Invitational, gonna be shown. I'm gonna be covering all the matches as normal, all the replays coming out on my channel, and then the live sessions with the Sage next week. I'll be also covering the World Cup matches as well, as much as I possibly can in the first and second rounds. Obviously, as you know, I have to run the tournament and also do the matches. That's going to be tough. along with doing real life stuff. I mean, working and just so much stuff going on in my life. And so definitely, yes, it's going to be a tough one. And unfortunately, Champions Cup 16 will be falling to the wayside. I won't be able to get as much coverage. I'm probably still going to do the Championship Cup coverage on that, but otherwise it's going to be all World Cup. So don't you guys go too much farther away. Hey, if you haven't already, Bernie Buffon, he likes to stream PS4 games. So if you guys are on the PS4 or you just like watching Blood Bowl in general, Bernie's a good guy. So give him a follow.
Yeah.
But moreover,
I'm doing the just quickly to say the Xbox final starts at 10, so I'll be streaming that just in case anybody wants to watch the Xbox
so there
final.
you go, Bernie Buffon. He's going to be streaming it a little bit later on, guys. So don't you miss him. But of course, if you haven't already, you like what you see here, please hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you're watching after the fact on YouTube. This is just so much a pleasure. Thank you again for Bernie for coming by, Jimmy.
A pleasure for
all you guys, Sean 18, Beasley, Beazle, Veliopia, all you guys out there that are watching, so much thanks to all of you who do watch and follow me already. All right, well, I'll join Jimmy's Discord in just a moment. So, where is your Discord? Send me the invite, Jimmy, just in case I don't have it. I'm not sure what your, I'm not sure if I have your channel. All right, thank you again, guys, and I will see you next.